Kāore kore ka uaua ki te motu, te whakataka manawa hei te pō nei, I te kapa ōpango e pakanga ana kia āhi te reiria, I tētahi tākaro pai tū, pai hinga, I te whiringa whaiti o te ipu whutupōro o te ao.
Ai marika, nā I te kapa ōpango e rāhui ana I wārātou kai tākaro I te hunga pāpāho, ka ki mai a Quade Cooper, Wallaby Māori, hara mai e Marae, ki te kōrero motuhake mai ki au. Nā no Carmen Parahi te Waimari e me te aha, I tūpono atu ia ki tētahi tangata ngākau aio, engari tino ngākau whakapuke.
Hey, it's really nice to meet you finally. How's the nerves? You've got a big game.
It's going to be a bit of a tough one, and to be playing them on home soil, I think there's a lot of meaning in this game for both teams and a lot of the players as well. We have a lot of boys in the Australian team who were born in New Zealand, so I'm sure that this game will have extra meaning to each and every one of us.
Is it strange? Because you're a Māori boy. Is it strange playing for the Wallabies against the All Blacks?
In this day and age, not so much, but I think a few years back it would have been. And for the length that I've lived in Australia, I've been there over 10 years now, so I'm very accustomed to life in Australia, and but also I know my roots.
When you watch the haka, what's that like? What's that feeling? Do you want to break out and do your own haka, or you want to reply because you can?
Yeah, well, I guess sometimes you feel like it because the amount of emotion and passion behind the haka, standing in front of it, it's a little bit different when you're standing in front of it, whereas when you're standing amongst it. So you do get a bit of mixed emotions because you just feel that fire and passion build up, and I think I just try and feed off that. But yeah, it would be a bit of a different look if I was to do it back to the All Blacks.
When you go onto the field against the All Blacks, the crowd are going to boo you. How have you been coping with that?
I personally take it as a compliment. If they're that worried about me personally, that they have to go to that level of booing you and stuff like that, then I'll take that as a compliment, and that's the way I look at life. Is take the positives out of every situation that you have on your hands, and I'm in a very privileged situation as playing for the Wallabies in the semi-final of a Rugby World Cup. There's not many other people that can say that they've played in a World Cup, let alone a semi-final.
Do you think you owe Richie McCaw or the New Zealand public an apology?
No, not at all. Like I feel that every time I go out in the field, I'm going to play as hard as I can. I'm going to do whatever I can to be the best player that I can be for my team. When I feel that every time I've played in the goal jump, I've given 110%. Whether it be against the All Blacks, whoever, South Africa, or any other team. So I'm not going to apologise for anything.
Aaron Cruden, what did you think of him?
But he's a very talented young man who's been through a lot throughout his life. So it's great to see him doing well. The things that he's been through, the tests that he's had to face up to, are things that I couldn't even imagine. So it's just a credit to him for having such a strong will to firstly get over the health issues that he had, and then now being out there for the All Blacks.
So you'll be targeting him though, no doubt, being opposites.
Yeah, well we're playing opposite each other, so I won't be out there to do him any favours, and likewise he won't be out there to do me any favours. But that's the way that the game goes. There has to be a winner, there has to be a loser, and I'm just going to do the best that I can to come out on the winning side, hopefully. Did
you think when you were growing up in Tukuroa that you would get to the Rugby World Cup?
The biggest thing is just not letting anyone squash your dreams, and as a young boy in Tukuroa, I never let that happen. No matter how many people said I was too small, I was too slow, your boots aren't good enough, stuff like that. I never let that. I didn't care if I played in bare feet. It was never going to stop me from getting to where I wanted to be, and that was playing at the top.
Was it the All Blacks that you followed then, that you loved and you wanted to be?
I remember spending hours out in the backyard, stepping past trees and just making imaginary people, and pretend I was running down the sideline, then transform into Christian Cullen, and you're sidestepping past the washing line to score a match-winning try or something like that. But just watching guys like that when you're growing up and having that basically that seed in the back of your mind that you want to be like them, you want to achieve what they've achieved, or you want to make it to the top. And I think having that competitiveness, even with yourself, I think that's where it all starts.
You're living your dream now, aren't you? This was the passion, this is the thing that you wanted to do, the Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, this is all I wanted to do. Like I've always looked at the World Cup as a place where I wanted to be, on the biggest stage in the world, in front of all your supporters, all your critics as well. But it's about proving to yourself that that's where you belong.